All right. All right. So again, first stage. You're going to just kill the mobs here. Nothing else to watch out for. We failed our previous run because we ran out of time. 7 man. There's probably about 9 deaths there as well, including one of mine. So I always blame myself too. All right. So stage 2 is very similar to stage 1. However, there's going to be Magnus balls that are coming down from the top to the bottom. And so you want to position yourself in a location where you're hitting the maximum amount of mobs while also avoiding the Magnus balls. Some people like to stand outside the pile, kind of like Kyoki there, so it's easier to see where your character is at. Personally, as long as you can find a good marker about your character, I usually look at like my guild tag. And that's kind of how I know where I'm at, because it is a bit hard to see your name sometimes. Just gonna reposition here so I'm hitting all the mobs. And just move in so that the balls don't one-hit KO me. It looks like one of the mobs was missed up there. Just gonna come up here and kill it real quick. Alright, so stage 3 is similar. However, the balls are going to be coming up from the bottom to the top. So this one, you have a little bit less time to prepare and get yourself in a position. But you can also chance it sometimes. I don't recommend this, but I'm going to say it regardless. Sometimes you can chance getting hit by a mob to cancel out the damage that you would take from a ball. Some people do it. I don't recommend it because it's a gamble and there's no point for anybody to be dying in any of these stages.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, third stage, just go straight up. Try to collect some mobs along the way if you can. In this stage, the balls are going to be going from right to left. However, if you immediately just go straight up upon getting into the stage, there should be plenty of time for you to reach the top without running into any balls. Keep an eye on your buffs. Occasionally, the mobs, even in the mobbing stages, you can get debuffed. So it'll essentially just remove your SC and some other skills. So you want to make sure that you're asking for sharp eyes if you need it, or any of the other buffs as necessary. If you're going to stack inside the mobs, just watch your HP to make sure that you're going to die. These stages usually go by very quickly. Looks like there's some mobs down there below that we didn't obtain. So we'll head over there. Alright, fourth stage. Go to the right side, go all the way up. And just wait for the mobs to come up to you. Alright, so in this stage, it's mobbing. However, there's an added element of there being this boss here, mini boss, Griffey. And Griffey does a couple different things. It has a screen crack, so you want to get away as fast as you can to the left-hand side. We usually keep them over here to the right. You want to keep your mobbing weapon on up until it's just the boss left, and then you can swap over to your bossing weapon. There is the screen crack. Head over onto the left. Make sure you're checking your chat box, because you can get stunned. And it does happen somewhat randomly. That was me getting 1-1 there, so I'm going to go ahead and head over to the left and manually heal. And now I'm stunned. So if the screen were to crack again, I'm 1-1 again. I gotta keep moving over and healing manually. If you stay over there, you will die. So a lot of people die here in this stage, mainly because they're just not looking at their HP. And, sorry, SE. I keep typing DR. Oops. Keep an eye on your HP, keep an eye on the skills, and whether or not you're stunned. I'm mainly looking over here, and then I glance up here every now and then to make sure I still have SC, so I'm mainly just looking over here and checking and making sure I'm hitting the boss with these. You can tell by these attack markers. I'm expecting there to be another crack here soon. Got my HP and MP down, and because there's a potion cooldown, I want to back there. I did get debuffed, so I'm going to ask for SC again. Really quick, paste them. In case there's a crack. You can go down if it's safe. You can also just go to the left. Some people prefer to go down. I don't like it because there is blue balls that are going from the left to the right. And that's usually a death sentence if you're not really paying attention to where those are coming from. Keep an eye on your HP during this one. That's the biggest thing. Just watch for your HP. If you get stunned, if you get 1-1, chat box is your best friend. Alright, so this is the next stage. This is the Dragon Noir stage. And in here, you're going to be constantly dodging balls and repositioning yourself to avoid them. The boss can seduce people, so you definitely want to be on the lookout and have your key for Hero's Will ready pretty much at all times. You can get stunned from the Magnus-esque balls or canisters that come around. The idea here is to lure the boss up to the top here so that it is a lot easier to just focus the boss and then lure the mobs away from the boss so that you can just focus the boss. There is a screen crack element to this boss as well. It is lagging slightly. There's a screen crack element here, so you always want to keep an eye out on where your potential escape paths are. And be watching where you need to go to at all times. I try to stay away from where the timer is at, but sometimes you can't get away with it with where the boss is located, because it's hard to see when you're seduced. if you're like stuck up in the timer. So keep an eye on your chat box. Keep an eye on your where the boss is at. So you did spawn mobs here. The damage reflect comes up as that, you know, square box that you can see at things like a pink beam, some other locations. You can know that it's safe to attack the boss again when he starts moving. So when he's in DR, he'll be pretty much stagnant, not moving at all. And let's see here, we need to reposition ourselves. And then as soon as he starts moving and regains some of his color back, I am seduced here, so Hero's Will. You can see by the chat box, but also I tried moving and my character wasn't moving, so that's how I knew that I needed to press the Hero's Will. He loves to seduce people right before the balls are going to hit them, so a lot of people actually end up dying just because the boss is sneaky like that. Alright, always find an escape path. Know exactly where to go at any moment whenever there's, you know, just kind of constantly be making paths to escape where possible. So like if I'm here, I'm thinking, okay, so if the boss cracks, I'm probably gonna have to go down because the balls are gonna be coming this way. So constantly just be thinking about where to go in case a screen crack occurs. There's the damage reflect here. I'll try to point it out. You can see he's like not really moving, stuck in one place, and then he just starts moving again. He's okay to attack. I got seduced there, so tried to attack him. He seduced me. The individual there, unfortunately, didn't notice that they were seduced and got killed by a ball. Now, your job may be different depending on the role that you have. I'm a single target attacker as a Night Lord, so my job is to stick to the boss and get its HP down as quickly as possible. There are other roles such as warriors, which are really good at luring mobs away from the boss so that the single target attackers can continue to attack it. So their role sometimes is to, you know, remove the mobs as quickly as they can away from the boss, so that it is free and clear, and then also so that they can continue to do damage. Their single target may not be necessarily the best. So sometimes for them getting min is about, you know, killing the mobs. Right. All of the boss and the mobs need to be killed in order to advance onto the next stage. So it's not like those guys are over there just doing nothing. They're still very important in what they're doing. So nobody is, you know, being relegated to like some shit duty or anything like that. Everybody is doing something important here. DR is off, so we can go ahead and start attacking again. We're doing a lot better on deaths this time as well. Alright, so the boss is dead. Go ahead and come down here, start killing these mobs. I usually don't switch to my mobbing claw here. It's only usually a few monsters left. Alright, in this stage here, your goal is to not die. It is harder than it looks, so if you're not paying attention, it can happen. Usually one individual is going to go through the, I guess, jump quest, you can call it, I guess, while the rest of us stay here and just try not to die. Alright, this is the last stage, and in this stage, this boss has a few different elements that I want to point out. It does have a screen crack. There is balls that are dropping. He can poison you. There is Magnus style canisters that will stun people. So you gotta avoid those as much as you can. He also has damage reflect. But the damage reflect will be called out like it was in the previous stage. And also things that like pink bean. There's a canister there we want to avoid. And just continue to do as much single target damage to the boss as you can. The warrior's job here will be to get the mobs off of the boss, or any other class that can also move mobs easily. Warriors are just better at it because of their ability to use magnet and just focus mobs here. It feels off about my damage, so I'm just going to rebuff real quick. Screen crack here. Get as far away as you can in a safe location. Don't go back too quickly, because sometimes people will get killed by going back too quickly. Keep an eye out on where your character is. Whenever the mobs spawn, it is very easy to lose yourself in the music the moment. Watch your HP, because he can poison you. And there is potluck here. So dying is very easy in this stage here. These people should try to get away. Kimmy might need to reload. Nope, she's okay. If you tag the mobs here, they'll actually just stick to you and make it harder for the warrior to get them off of them. Sometimes not attacking them is actually He's about to do Damage Reflect. We're just going to stop attacking him for a moment and just watch out for the screen crack that may be coming here. Wait, there it is. Died there. Use Hero's Will to remove the frozen status. You don't really need Hero's Will in this last stage for something like Seduce, so it's alright to use it. If someone could get these mobs off of me. God bless America. This person appears to be paying for all of the drops, which is fine by me. Alright, that's how you do DRPQ, minus the death at the end.